Hi guys, welcome to the Man United Agenda. It's Wednesday evening, 8:30. You can set your watch by us. I'm joined by Andy and Mr. B, and we're going to update you on all things Man United, all the rumours, everything on the grapevine. Let's go. Yes, welcome to the Man United Agenda. I'm OMONDI Juma, and today is the longest day officially. It's the summer solace, isn't it? Anyone's been up Stonehenge today?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
Groovy, man.
60s, man. Summer solstice, peace and love, and Volkswagen vans. Yeah.
No pipe smoking, then, guys.
No pipe smoking, no, but peace and love to all the Man United fans out there.
So it sounds like it's going to be a nice chilled one then, if we're on that tip today.
Unless it's a Woodstock. Unless it's a Woodstock, then you really do have problems at Stonehenge.
Andy, how's your day been, man? Lovely weather down here in London. What's going on up north?
It was all right, nice. We had a downpour for all of 2 minutes. There was a big downpour, and I left my washing out. Oh no, I'm like, oh no. I'm having a full English at 12:30 at the calf. I'm in a full English, and you know what? It can get soaked, and it was like 2 minutes. It absolutely saturated, but it's dried within an hour because it's that warm. So yeah, went for a walk in the park, chilled out, just enjoy the sunshine and get some exercise and fresh air.
That's what a hippie would do. Maybe you are like one of these guys. Mr. B. How are you, Mr. B? How's your day been? You're shaking your head.
Boy, no. Let's just talk Man United. My day was shit. So just put a smile on my face. You guys in the comments, you guys in the chat, you two, just put a smile on my face, man. Just put a smile on my face. It's been one of them today.
Okay, we've got a few topics to talk about today. I'm going to give you a little teaser here, guys. So today we're talking about Man United being mugged off, and you know where we're going with that. About obviously with the transfer deals, it's been like that for a long time now. Andy's shaking his head, so we'll talk all about that. We're going to talk about Chuchamendi. Rio Ferdinand and his great shows talked about him today as an option for midfield. What you guys think about him? But obviously with Bellingham going to Real Madrid, with their left back Camavinga wanting to play in midfield, maybe there's an option there to buy him. And finally, we're going to talk about West Ham remain interested in Scott McTominay, and Andy's going to add to that about Harry Maguire as well. But first of all, I want to go through some comments, guys, because we've got a few famous people in the house. And famous to me, because this is someone who's a regular now, ever since Andy came back, it's Stephanie Griffiths. She's saying, you guys deserve the likes from the last 2 days, and now another like, plus a subscribe. Great channel, top people, and great chat. Thank you very much, Stephanie. We
Thank you.
Love, really. And we give you a piece, one of those Jurrien days, a peace sign to say thank you. Helping you along to 4K. Okay. All right. That's good. So
thank you.
I'm down with that. Big up to Solo's giving Stephanie some love. By the way, Stephanie, if you don't know, Solo is the main man around here. You see him once in a blue moon, but when he appears...
Oh, no, don't say blue moon. Don't say once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Right. Once in a lifetime's fine, but no blue moons in here.
Can Stephanie say Jurrien's FC? Yeah, that's the theme for today. I like that. Andy, you get belly laughs from Solo. Big up to Stumpy Candletop, one of our favourites. Welcome, how you doing? And Box is in the house. He's laughing as well. And Vincent saying, wow, hot weather should be a blessing when you get it in Manchester. Evers said he lives in Manchester for 9 years and only had 3 barbecues. Oh, that's Evra.
9 years. God, you must be really good at leading parties. Telling you.
All right, guys, I'm just going to set it up for you guys to discuss this. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. The question here is, are United being mugged off? That's the theme. We're saying this because we're seeing deals go down. Like Raheem Sterling went from Man City to Chelsea. He was on last year's contract. No fuss about it. Decent money. Price was set. He went. Then you got Kovacic. He's going from the opposite way, from Chelsea to Man City. No problems. No delay. How much you want? Deal. Shake hands on it. 30 million. Yeah, Bob's your uncle. And he's gone up north. And then we got as well Kai Havertz, who seems to be going to Arsenal. Seems like the deal's been virtually done. 60 million, fair price, no negotiations, and there seems to be good business going on. Andy, what's going on with our man Mason Mount? We've been after him for a while now. We bid 40 million. Now we bid 40 million, 45 million plus 5 extras, and it's dragging on. Are we being mugged off here?
I think this is sort of a power play by Chelsea as well, because they're socially now billionaires. They've spent, and they know we could come into some serious dosh, and maybe it's to strike a blow. You know what I mean? They're trying to mug us off, or they're trying to play us. But it's to have simple deals like to City for 30 million. And the Arsenal getting their lad for like 52 million. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But it's Man United's own downfall for the last few years for playing silly money. Absolutely silly money. And this is you reap what you sow. United couldn't negotiate a picnic at the moment. That's the way it is with Richard Arnold. He couldn't negotiate a picnic at all. Or a bus ticket, or this, that, or the other. But it's I would say Chelsea maybe like saying maybe there's rumblings in the Far East, like Saudi Arabia are backing them, and Saudis maybe know something about we don't about Qatar coming in. So Todd Burley maybe knows something as well. They're trying to extract as much as they can, and we are a rival for the top 4 as well. So it's weird how like Man City can do deals like Zeus went to Arsenal.
Oh yeah,
the Ukrainian lad went from City to Arsenal as well. So like you say, Sterling as well, and it is weird. We can't. It's a shame. Like everybody negotiates with everybody, but the only team that doesn't negotiate with other rivals is Tottenham. And it shows how pathetic they are. You know what I mean?
Mr. B, do you agree with that? I mean, when we look at it, it's been going on for a while now. There's certain clubs that we don't do business with, that's for sure. I can name 2, Man City and Liverpool, direct business. We wouldn't do business with them. And I understand that. But what's going on with these other clubs and these other deals going down, and we're struggling with Mason Mount right now. Are we being mugged off?
We've never been quick at deals. It's just in the United DNA. Regardless of who we had in charge, they've always dragged on and dragged on. The Mason Mount, I do expect it, to be the first signing. Chelsea want 70 million. I'm going to assume that Man United are going to end up giving them 55 cash plus 15 in add-ons that will come eventually, and that's just the Man United way. I just don't think it's gonna change. Yeah, we get mugged off because we want to get mugged off. There's nobody at the club who's strong enough to say no. But at the same time, you've got to think these are players that we do actually need. And if it's Ten Hag's first choice, and Man United don't get him, and he goes somewhere else, like Rice, maybe we'll talk about that in a bit. Then you've got to think that he's going to be disappointed again. We're talking about first choice. Kim Min-jae's gone. We did shows on him. We did all the research. We watched all of the videos. We may as well give all of that stuff to the Bayern Munich channel now, because we've wasted our time.
I could just imagine a Bayern Munich channel with 3 of us on there now. Speaking German. Oh, it'd be funny to watch that. Yeah. 9-9. Yeah, we got him. Brilliant.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Great minds thinking that. I was thinking of that too.
It's not
Bayern Munich agenda.
Yeah.
Don't go there with that. That sounds really. That sounds really political.
We're on the edge, aren't we? After yesterday as well. Those things
You're on the edge. Got nothing to do with me, mate. I tell you, nothing to do with me.
Right, guys, that's what I would say. Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, that's easy. Touch on these for me, guys, because Vincent's saying here we always get mugged down by every club in the world, but we get back up. always get back up, he's saying there. Boxer's saying Saudis buy stars for the new vision to help Chelsea with FFP. Is that true? Because they've sold the former Napoli defender, haven't they? A few players.
Koulibaly's gone.
Koulibaly.
Mendy's going to Saudi Arabia as well.
I just think it's absolute bullshit. It's so obvious what they're doing. And
so you agree then? You agree with that?
Yeah. Listen, man. Of course they're doing it, bruv. They spent all that money last year. Now,
if it's within the rules, they can do it.
So, what's the relationship between Chelsea and Saudi then, Andy? What are you saying here? Is there some sort of
Saudi? Like you said, I was reading. Todd Burley went to a meeting in Saudi Arabia last week or last month. He met with the Saudis and maybe made some contacts. Saudi Arabia own property in London, don't they? They got investment like Qatar do in London, buildings, operations, companies, and all that. So, it's like Chelsea. It's like Chelsea are cooking the books, like Man City. They're cooking the books, but legally, they're cooking the books. They're doing it legally. But them loopholes, like City, will get away with it. But Chelsea will get away with it. They're cooking the books to get away with it.
It looks all about board with these players here: Conte, Koulibaly, Mendy, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, all going to Saudi. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And watch now. All of a sudden, the FFP is going to be absolutely fine. And then this summer, Poch, they're going to spend another 500 million. Oh, they're taking the piss.
Yeah. Big up to everyone in the comments. If I've missed you, we will come back to you. That's from Box. Thanks for the list there, Box. Andrew again saying the Iqbal sale seems absolute madness. Is it possible that there's more to it than meets the eye? If you were to tune in yesterday, I think Andy had a few ideas about that maybe we're building ties in Holland. Bath Time saying, I hope you span it around like a discus. I don't know what he's talking about there in the chat. But yeah, so Man United Stadium, Mason Mount is 40 million tops. We're being mugged off. So let's relate to the other signings that we're talking about with Sterling, Havertz, and Kovacic. These signings just going through, and they're fair. I think Sterling's price was nearly 50 million, was it?
Nice and smooth, innit? The smooth transactions.
Yeah, very fair. What do we think Mason Mount's valued at? Because Man United here saying 40 million is tops. We just bid 45 plus 5 million extras. It's been rejected, even though he's only got a year left in his contract. So, what's your opinion on him, value-wise?
I think he's a £50 million player.
Yeah.
It's the British tax. It's the British tax. So, any player, if you're British, Wan-Bissaka, 50 million. Harry Maguire, 80 million. So, it's British tax. So, Man United are playing these. It's the way it is. Say Sterling he's an English talent in it, as well. So why didn't Chelsea pay 70, 80 million for him? Answer me that. So you know what I mean? They paid 50 million for Sterling. He's settling in London after a glorified 7-8 years at City. So it's the Man United tax and the English tax. We're just victims of our own stupidness and awkwardness. That's what it is.
That's the one.
Victims of incompetence.
But are we being mugged off? Do you think there's something going on, a conspiracy against Manchester United?
It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy.
It's Man United's own doing.
We're going to pay, guaranteed. Chelsea wants 70 million. We're going to strike a deal that puts Mason Mount at 70 million. I'm telling you, it's going to be 55 plus 15 in add-ons.
Can I just prove my point here with some evidence in front of you two? I'm going to put you both in the dock here. How much, just value, just throw it out there, no thinking, fingers on buzzers. How much is Donny van der Beek worth? 20
million.
25.
All right, so you said 20 and 25 million. How much did we pay for Donny van der Beek?
45.
35 to 40, wasn't it? 35
the question again, I'll refer back to the question. You're in the dock. Are Man United being mugged up?
To be fair, Mr. Armando, that transfer was negotiated by Edwin van der Sar, and it was a smooth transition. We didn't pay over the odds. We've got a good relationship with Ajax, and I think at the time, Ten Hag, obviously, he was manager there at the time. He was surplus to requirements at Ajax, and it was We all thought it was brilliant. He scored on his debut at home against Crystal Palace. I remember that nice little goal, and coaching staff didn't see anything in him. So, which is bizarre. And you're scratching your head, and when he does come, you don't seize his chance. And it's football, isn't it? And it's just a shame it didn't work out. Just like for me, like I said the other day, Alexis Sanchez. I'm gutted it never works out for Alexis Sanchez.
All right, because this week, Mr. P, we've had news about Iqbal for £750,000. And the question again, are we being mugged off? She's still in the dock. So you just said 20 million for Donny van der Beek. How much do you reckon if we were to sell him tomorrow, we would get for him? But based on the way we're moving.
We have to get 20 million on Monday. He was an international. He obviously he's not an international now. He came to us. But at the same time, we can't be giving away all of the players. Fred, exactly. 20 million.
Brandon Williams, 10 million.
10 million. We have to get money for these players. You know, we can't just let everybody walk out the door for 750 grand.
But where's the deals? I don't see any news about Maguire or Williams or.
Well, the Maguire one, he's got his court case in Greece in a few weeks, isn't he?
Oh, really?
I think that came out.
It's in February next year, so he's going to find out. That'll be plastered all over the news.
So he'll be given. Yeah. So
probably he's probably gone back to Greece now to have another holiday. You know what I mean? So I was Harry Maguire. Don't go to Greece anytime soon.
So do you see where we're going with this? So is it possible, like when we saw the deal where Newcastle were linked for 50 million for the Inter Milan guy, Barella, there was that, should we just pause and wait for these deals to be accepted and then go in? Because once our name's involved, it seems like the price is extortionate.
And that is probably that. I think that's a great way of doing it. The same thing we did with Malacia. Leon agreed the fee. So you wait. You see what the fee is, bang. Go in there and get the thing done. At the end of the day, if you're still talking to the player, there still is an interest. You know what I mean? So that could be a great way to work. To be fair, I love deals like that. But
so we got Mason Mount. Declan Rice. All right, I'm going to Arsenal. Last minute, what come to Man United? Get them England players, talk to him. You want to come to Man United? Yeah. Okay, what have you got? I'm going to hold on the Arsenal. You know, what have you got? What are you going to offer us? Blah, blah, blah. Play it there. £60 million. So maybe that's the way to gazump. Play blackjack. Russian roulette.
Just going back to what we were saying about Donny van der Beek, why I think we'd be mugged off. Stephanie Griffiths said 35 million would be his value. Box is saying 20 million in 2023 for Donny van der Beek, so that's a loss from what we paid. And Barthelme saying Donny was worth about 15 million. We got far more out of Dan James than the Milky Bar kid. And Iqbal in 2023 is 10 million, but we're selling him for like under $1 million. This is what I'm saying here. Man United saying here Van der Beek is worth 30 to 35 million. I mean, how could you sell, if you're a salesman, how could you sell a man who's coming back for a big injury, couldn't even get into the first team, and Man United went on loan to an almost relegated Everton, had no impact? How are you going to sell him? I mean, who's really going to be, you'd have to be like a top salesman to get rid of him. What would you say? What would be your speech?
You're looking at a loan, maybe to get rid of him, loan him out, and it's the only way. Then, like with the option to buy, because that's one transfer. You're not going to get 35 million straight away. Now, every player that's up for sale, United have got to recoup at least between 90 and 100 million on sales. Definitely.
Okay. Sales or swaps, maybe.
This ain't the football sticker parade when we were kids, swapping your football stickers in the playground, mate. But I get where you're coming at.
Okay, here's a see, on Monday you had prices. You were talking about prices. Now, Andy, I'm gonna you told me a little bit something earlier on, so I'm gonna leave this to you. But a question: if Donny's worth 25, Fred's worth 20, what price are we putting on Scott McTominay?
30, between 30 and 40 million.
Have you seen his international form lately? 2 goals, a brace against Spain, scored yesterday. They're flying high. People are talking about them qualifying for the next tournament, and he's the main main man in the side. It's like,
but we see Scott McTominay. That's international level. He's a bit like Harry Maguire, fantastic at international level. But when you play, you can do it for a few games, and you go disappearing for a few more games. We've talked about this, gentlemen. We've talked this about McTominay. He can have a blinder. 3-4 games. At the start of the season, he was keeping at the start of this season, he was keeping Casemiro out. He was flying after that Liverpool game. You know what I mean? He kept Casemiro out for about 4 or 5 games. So then he dips and he come back. He dips again. Then I say he came back. He scored a crucial goal after I think we lost the game. He scored against Everton. Yeah. And he sort of like he played well again till the end of the season, playing little bit parts, seeing games out. So it's about consistent. He plays about 45% good games, but and the rest is poor.
I don't even think it's 45. I think that number's too bloody high. To be fair, I think it's more 35. Really.
Yeah, this is the same guy Newcastle interested in, and if we're smart, knowing they got money, 50 million for McTominay.
They wanted 50 million for that lad. From us, we were sniffing around.
Longstaff. Yeah, bloody Longstaff. Yeah.
So if Longstaff's worth 50 million, why ain't McTominay?
Bill Badger saying 40 million for McTominay, 50 million in 2023, says Box as well. Man United saying here, send Martial and West Ham to McTominay, to West Ham with McTominay. Bath Time saying here, am I banned again? No, you're not, Bath Time. I know you're waiting to go off to watch your Love Island. 60 million for Scott McTominay. Says Man United. 60 million. See, there you go. Think about international form, British tax. You know what you get with him. You know, it's on the tin. He works his socks off. He's big, physical. He's a proven Premiership player. You guys need to double your estimation at the moment, man. About 30, 20 million. You have to be looking at 50, 60 million for a player of his ilk.
Okay, well, on Monday, if there's anybody out there who's going to play, who's willing to pay, Scott McTominay paid the club 60 million for Scott McTominay. They just need to show us the money and he will be gone, to be fair.
We're the mugs for like giving him stupid contracts. So that
with big bloody wages.
There, you know what I mean? If Del Boy can sell ice to the Eskimos, I'm sure we can get 60 million for Scott McTominay.
I mean, Jeff's saying 70 million. Come on, it's going up.
Jeff's got heat stroke.
If Mason Mount is worth 70 million, so Scott McTominay.
No, what are you talking about?
Why can't we play them?
Because nobody will bloody take him, and we're still going to be stuck with him on our. We have to give them a price where they feel, they're going to get a bargain.
Yeah, but the first topic, Mr. B, was about us being mugged off. We need to get some balance in the transfer window. Anthony Gordon, 45 million, 7 career goals, no international appearances.
Yeah, but somebody wanted him on Monday. Somebody wanted him, though. This is my point. Somebody wanted to pay that money for him. If somebody comes in and says 50 million, how much is Scott McTominay? 50 million. They just hang the phone straight up. 30 million. Oh, is it really? See, and this is where the part with the West Ham deal comes in now, because we were talking, right? Declan Rice, that deal obviously hasn't gone through yet. Andy, the floor is yours.
Well, we were talking off camera before our good friend Armando came on, and we were talking about possibility of Declan Rice coming to United. I've seen that doing the trends this afternoon. Player exchange plus cash. Would you swap McTominay, Maguire, and maybe 50 million to 60 million to get Declan Rice?
Both of them plus 60 million for Declan Rice. So McTominay's worth 30 million.
50.
So let's.
We didn't resolve that one, but anyway, yeah, you're 30. Take
all right. We'll go 40.
We'll go 30 million apiece.
We'll go 40. We'll go 40 million between. Harry Maguire, guys. Let's on Monday. You know, maybe we just need to mute you and cover your camera for the minute. Harry Maguire. How much is Harry Maguire worth?
30 million.
So it's about the same.
So we're going to give them 60 million worth of players in our estimate, plus
And
60 million.
Or
I
do
would,
you offer 50?
yeah, you probably offer 50, to be fair.
50, so they're getting about 60 million pounds worth of players, then they're getting, and they're making basically 120 million cash value, aren't they? So with the assets. So
David Moyes, please. David Moyes.
David
please.
Moyes is a
David
fan.
Moyes, please.
Hey, wait. You called him moist, and we know what you've done to David Moyes, Andy. This ain't the place to be begging him for favours now. Come on, you're the last two people should be begging Moyes for favours.
Look. In life, you always try to make, is the word, you make recompense? Is that the word? Is that the word? Yeah, is that the word? But look, you know what, Bath Time's in the chat. He's going to tell me he's going to tell me if that's the wrong word. He owes us. He owes us for all of the pain. The 8 months we're on Monday. I swear, I've never hated. I hate him. I hate him so much. Even when they won the Dibby Cup the other day, I wanted them to lose. I hate David Moyes, but you have to make these things up, and this would be the perfect way to say, Mr. B, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. I definitely want Declan Rice, and I think McTominay's never really going to make it at Man United, despite myself and Bath Time here rating him. Bath Time saying here, McTominay is arguably the best goal-scoring midfielder in the world at the moment, based on his international form. I mean,
it's amazing how our rivals are strengthening and we're tippy-tapping, dealing with Lego bricks. It's borderline embarrassing. Yeah.
Do you think we could jump? Do you think in all jokes aside, do you think that we could nip in on this Declan Rice deal? Because obviously Arsenal, they know what the price is.
City could gazump us both.
And there it is again. It could be, Arsenal gets a gazump.
If Gundogan goes,
he's gone. He's gone. He's supposed to be going to Barcelona, isn't he?
I've heard Arsenal as well.
Yeah, gonna go Arsenal. He won't go Arsenal. He'll go
I saw him in a Barca top. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, can anybody confirm or not confirm whether that Gundogan was just a random post by someone?
It's like one in, one out. They've got rid of Gundogan and brought in the Serbian guy. Man United saying here, McTominay ripped Spain apart on his own. That added 50 million to his price tag. Bill Baggio saying here, how many games McTominay played? 130 or more. He has to be over 40 million easily. He's saying there.
What did Mourinho call him? He played like Franco Baresi in that game at West Ham.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. Oh, wow. Yeah, he played like Franco Baresi. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
It's like Phil Jones.
No comment. No comment, man.
King Dino saying United pay a heavy tax on transfers both in and out. McTominay's probably about 40 to 50 million player, but we'll be lucky to get 25 for him. United linked with Tedesco for 30 million. Anyone who plays Championship Manager will know that's
never heard of him.
Yeah,
with players we never heard of.
He's a fantasy player from Championship Manager.
Okay,
we don't play Championship Manager.
Ollie wanted a long staff. They quoted 50 million. That's right. We mentioned that. That's from Box. Stephanie saying he's just say he's a Man United player, so worth what we paid for, and doing Levy transfer values don't depreciate their interest. So we will sell you.
The thing is, nobody wants our bloody players. We want them to be expensive, but nobody wants them. So we have to offer them at a price that they might be sold.
Well, here's the measuring stick. Brighton want 40 million for Dunk. Maguire must be at least 40 million as well. Then, if that's what they're saying there.
Hold on, they're going to sell Dunk.
Well, I think he's saying that they wanted 40 million for Dunk if he was for sale.
So that makes Maguire 60 million then. Dunk. Yeah, but nobody's going to pay.
Well, if he played for Leicester, he would be, I'm saying Leicester, but he obviously came for Leicester. He'd be 8 million. Paul Healy saying, if you ever hear Roy Keane say, if you can kick a ball, you can play international football. No comparison to club football. Many better players for country than with club. Makes me mad, Scott. Bath Time saying him, McTominay is probably the only reasonable player at Man United. He's on about 125k. Just going back to Mount, he's on about 100k, isn't he? And that's really, I'm surprised by that. I thought he'd be on a lot more.
I don't care what Scott's on. I'm going to be honest. I don't care what Scott's on. He's shit.
But Tommy's got a lot of
gonna
Premiership
start
experience, though, and European experiences, Emma. Let it come to the later in the window when the clubs get a bit desperate. Andrew saying here, Mount is levels above Scott. He believes that. Big T saying we paid 80 million for Maguire, 100 mil for McTominay.
I think our deals are going to be late in the window. Like
What,
you say,
sales?
Sales and transfers.
So-
we
so
may
you-
get
you-
one in. We may get one in before the tour starts, like you say, and maybe get one. But I think we're going to be if our takeover is rubber stamped by mid-August, you're gonna see a Vegas style blitz. You know what I mean? Like the hangover, you're gonna have that. Even Sheikh Jassim will get on it. You know what I mean? So
are you agreeing? You agreeing with Red Devil Studio? He's come on and said, "Write the season off, lads. We won't be ready." I mean, the thing is,
I
season.
don't want to think like that, but you can't help but think that.
Yeah, but surely, we always do things late. I understand. We wanted things. Look, we would have in an ideal world, the first 2 days of the transfer window, we get our 5 players in, or the 5 players that we want. It was never going to happen. Surely, if we need a striker, we're going to buy the striker. If we need a central midfielder, we're going to get the central midfielder. If we need a centre back, we're going to get the centre back. My issue is all of these 50, 50, 50. 3 of those players, our budget is done. Now, as Andy, you were saying, if we don't start making player sales, and these might need to happen before, as in now, before we can buy players, things need to be done.
Oh yeah, because players will want to know themselves. Like Fred, am I here for another year? My family's settled, and at the last minute, you're gone, lad. We're buying, we're getting a replacement, Sid. You know, you could have a fire sale or a fire buy come, like, say, the last week of August. It could really go crazy, depending on the results as well, because we've got Wolves, we've got Tottenham, we've got Arsenal, and we got I think it's Nottingham Forest as well, aren't we? In that order. So could I say Harry Kane last deadline day? You don't know. You don't know.
See, Andy, you keep dropping this on me, man. Shh. Don't. I just, unless the thing is,
don't
unless
think about it. Don't think about it. But I tell you what,
unless these players start, you see, like Anthony. This is why I love Anthony, and I will give him as much time. He wanted to come, and he said he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's coming to our club. He caused a chaos at Ajax. Yes, granted, he did, but he did it because he wanted to come to our club. Mason Mount, 1, knows Chelsea want to get rid of him, and 2, we're interested. Why don't you just say, oh, it's in the press that, oh, you know, he's told other clubs he's not interested, he wants to come to Man United. Well, tell blood fucking Chelsea, yeah, to get fucking job done. Tell them these players are sitting down like pussies, and I'm sick and tired of it, man. Come on, show us some love. Show us some. We're showing you love. Oh, we'll bid for you. We'll bid for you. We talk. Fingering. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the foreplay, man. I'm sick and tired of it, man.
Can someone?
Yeah, stop flirting. You know what? United have got to start flirting, proper flirting with players, and like, you know, like, break their ass. So we want you. You know what?
Yeah.
Yours. Flirt with them. Make them want to come. Make Harry Kane, make Mount put the transfer request in. Push, put pressure. You know what I mean? And we got a comment from a good friend, MUFC Realist TV. I'm on there at 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, it's going to be fun.
He's saying breaking news. Andy Tate has been linked with Mickey Phelan's replacement as the defending brick wall at Old Trafford. Personal terms, not a problem, he's saying there. Mr. B's a bit frustrated. Can someone pass him a peace pipe? Because it is summer socialist. Let him cool down. I'm just going to go through a few comments. 30 million. Maguire and McTominay for Rice. That's from Man United. We're talking about that deal. McTominay, Maguire, and Sancho for Rice from Big T. King Dino saying Harry is worth 25 to 30 million. 40 million set the box as well. Jeff saying I would actually like to keep McTominay, but the money is needed. Minus 20 million for Maguire, says across the pond.
You got like Brandon Williams as well. You could get easily £10 million for that as well. Easily.
55 for Maguire. That's tough. Steffi saying let clubs know these players are for sale and create interest from multiple clubs to drive the price up.
Yeah, fry the market. Like, if Man City can cut the books legally, Chelsea are doing it. Why can't we misplace the market a bit? You know what I mean? You know, these assets, these are worth, you know what I mean? It's like trying to sell a Ferrari with no engine.
That's a talk one, isn't it? Bath Time's here. He's our only midfielder under 30. He's homegrown, valued at 50 million. I think he stays one more season if he doesn't force his way in again. 20 million, says Andrew Williams. There's a few prices here. Boxer saying Maguire 40 million, played in the Premier League, Champions League, Europa League level, captain United to second and third, 60 games for England at World Cup, Nations League, European Cup as well, and got to the finals and semi-finals. He's worth 60 million. That's a great endorsement there. Jimmy Mack, how you doing? I've sometimes used words I don't understand just to make them sound more photosynthesis. Very good.
There's always a smart ass, isn't there? I think that's the English term, smart
We're not
ass.
reading from a script here. We're going from the top. And we are smoking peace pipes today because of the summer solstice or whatever you call it. Edgar, how you doing? Is it reparation he's saying? The word we were looking for, I'm not sure. And obviously we saw this one from Red Devil Studio. Go and subscribe to his channel. He's saying, right, the season's off, lad. We won't be ready. So look, it's conflicting views in the comments. We're just going to go off to something else before we sign out here. Two more things I want to talk about. First one is Rio Ferdinand was on his show today. And you know his show. I mean, look, I'll just promote it. It's called 5 or something. Very good show. Got Stephen Howson on there as well. I really do enjoy it, especially having a pro and someone who's qualified like Rio Ferdinand. He talks good football. I rate him. He said today that we should go into Real Madrid because obviously they've got Bellingham coming into midfield. They still got Modric there, but they've got like an overflow of midfielders at the moment. They got Valverde. They got Modric, Toni Kroos. They got Chutamende, and they got the guy they were playing at left back. I can't pronounce his name now. Who's it? Canavinga as well. So is there an option here to get Chutamende in? This is what Rio Ferdinand was saying. We should go in for him. He's seen him live. He rates him highly. Is that something we should be considering? Someone who, with a bit of overload at Real Madrid.
How old is he? How old is he?
22, maybe?
22, 23 max.
Yeah, because Real Madrid, like we say, it wasn't really what last year, like say, Real Madrid really wasn't in the rush to sell Casemiro, was there? Because he was still part of that engine room, wasn't he? Just winning the Champions League. So when we came in, Ancelotti said, like we say, we've been offered, you can go if you want, but you're still more than welcome to stay. So why not? Let's try that scenario again. Try that approach. Maybe Casemiro can talk to him. You know, ex-players talk to their former teammates, don't they?
Do you know much about him as a player? He came from Monaco, didn't he? What do you think of him as a player? He's a midfielder. Scored against England, didn't he, in the World Cup?
Yeah.
Real Madrid don't tend to buy shit, players-wise, really. It's just, one, would he be interested in the project? Because we're going to call it a project at Man United. And two, you've got to be thinking about the price. Again, you know, I keep thinking about the budget that we've got, you know, and I see 3 players blowing our whole budget. So it would be great, you know, if deals will come next season. I think, you know, if we link to these players and we say, yeah, it's going to be a goer, but I don't know how the money stretches. I don't know how the money stretches.
You never know, because Real Madrid might need to sell, because if Mbappe wants to go to Real Madrid, they've got to find £75 million.
I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a lot more than 75 million. To be fair.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if Real Madrid need money, they're going to need money. They might have to let him go.
But then, wouldn't that be done late? See, and this is the conundrum that we've got. If deals are done early, these players who they might have been interested in might be available come the end of the season. You see what I mean? So we're saying, to wait for maybe, but we really want deals done so that they could come on. You've said Harry Kane last day of the season. If that happens, I don't have a problem with our transfer window.
You might see Mbappe on the same day to Real Madrid. You might see Mbappe and Harry Kane to Man United and Chumingi to Man United. You never know. That's that. You say, because nothing big has been done so far, has it? It's been a quiet window. You've had McAllister. You've had the Chelsea lad got City today as well. So little splashes in the water. But if one big transfer has a ripple effect, everybody starts buying, don't they? So unless it's quiet, if you're not, he keeps coming back to this. If the takeover goes through fast-tracked, it'll go crazy. Yeah. It'll go crazy. When it's done and rubber stamped, it will go crazy.
But we can't spend the money.
And I know, but I'm talking other transfers as well. The transfer window, people will look at us and like, right, well, hey,
right. That's why they want deals done. Yeah. Could be why they want deals done early. It could be why they want deals done early to get a fair price on them, so that we don't get jacked, because everybody knows they're coming in, to be fair. Let's be honest.
If they come in, like, they go like you say, holding out for Qatar, look, it could start a fire sale on all levels for all clubs. You could get players coming here and there. It's like, fucking hell, money. Look at the money changing hands. Unbelievable. 50, 60 million there. 2 hours later, 80 million. Mbappe's gone. Yeah. Kane's going. It's absolutely crazy. PSG buying this, that, Neymar to Man United. You never know. I know it's a stuff for dreams of Football Manager. It's Armando plays after he cut goals off there on a Monday night. But you don't know. Because if it is rubber stamped, we'll go Vegas. We'll just go Vegas and get absolutely wasted. In the space of 4 weeks, we'll go Vegas.
I don't know how I'm going to swing it with the missus, but if we go to Vegas, you Andy, I'm in, bro. I'm in.
Metaphorically,
Stephanie saying here, Canavinga is a baller, but an expensive swap for Maguire, because Jay was saying he'd rather get Canavinga than Tuchemende. Jeff saying here, Valverde is the only one they will let go. Tuchemende, Bellingham, and Canavinga is the future.
I'll be honest. Valverde is mustard. So there's going to be Real Madrid are going to have because they've kept Cruz, they've kept Modric. So maybe the Tuchemende, if that's I've said his name right or wrong, maybe that deal is something that could be. Maybe that's a deal that's something that could be done. We saw that one day.
Don't beat dogs. Don't call the RSPCA on me. Anyway, Solo's talking. I want to see what Solo's got to say. He's saying, so Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos has suffered a loss of confidence as they wait to see whether they will be successful in their efforts to buy Manchester United. And Jeff is saying here, saw that as well, Solo. It read he is losing by the day that he will be chosen. And so Jim is out of the race, Solo. That's from Box as well. Any thoughts on that? Because the last thing I'm going to just touch on is the Inter keeper. I saw links today that we're going to buy him. We're the only one. Apparently, we're the only one who would be interested in Unana.
Okay, so we're. So this is a question. Yeah, we are the only team that's going to be interested in this goalkeeper, but we're still going to have to play a whole heap of money for him, and this is the problem that we do get mugged off. Yeah, we do. I'm going to answer to your first question.
Inter may be interested in one or two of our players going the other way, so they might. I don't know, because if they see maybe a loan for a season into the Brassic, Inter can't buy. Basically, Lukaku wants to stay. He don't want to go to the Saudi League. He wants to stay at Inter Milan. So what's Inter going to do? You know what I mean? Get some money and keep Lukaku, sell Unana. You know what I mean? So
I can't say his name.
I cannot wait to sing that Old Trafford.
Oh,
You've
I
got
tell
to
you.
sing it.
I-
Nah, what to say? We gotta get him for that song alone.
Andy, let me
What a
tell you something.
save! What a save! You grab
Yesterday,
the ball and do the moonwalk on the line. Yeah. Ooh, nah, what's my name?
yesterday
Velcro
after the
gloves.
yesterday after the show, I played that to my missus, and she was in hysterics. Rewind it again. So yeah, I think that will catch on. Look, on Monday, if we can get him, I mean, look, we've got to think about a priority order now. De Gea's not staying. I think he's gonna go. I think if he was gonna sign, he would have signed already, or unless the club is holding. I think Onana would be perfect. We already know he will be perfect. We saw him in the final, would be perfect signing. It's just the order that these signings are going to get done in. I think that's the biggest problem that we've got at the moment.
We want to go back to this chorus because Vincent's a regular at Man United, Old Trafford. He's saying we will all be singing Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
What a save by your Nana. What a save by Nana.
And what's that song by the Beatles where they do this thing? Na na na. Oh, Jude. Oh, Jude. Is it? There's a
Is
chorus.
it Jude? We can't have Jude. They won't be singing Jude.
No, but in the chorus they go na 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 na. I forget now.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
no.
nah,
Ooh, na. Ooh, na. You could mix it, couldn't you?
Oh,
With the
God, so many
Beatles.
remixes.
Oh, God.
Bill Badger's saying, "No, come on, Andy, come on, we need a tune for you, Andy."
Ooh, na. What's my name?
By one and Anna. Oh yeah, Inter, Everton, and Inter.
1 Nana, 2 Nana, 3 Nana, 4 5 6
And guys, that you can tell your age. That's beautiful, guys. How much of you in the chat actually knew the theme tune? That listen, there's no yes for no or 1 for 2. I just want to see yes or no. We've got 23 in the chat. It's nothing to say Y or N. Does anybody else other than us three recognize that tune that Andy was just na-na-na-ing?
It's from one of those what was that kiddies show from the years of the 70s?
I know which one it is.
Oh, what's the back? No,
wait, no, wait. I would,
sorry.
yeah, I would have.
I got it now. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, brilliant show.
If you say it, we're all going to be doing the splits like that. You know what I mean?
Oh God, you go joke, man. That's funny. Anyway, look, let's wind up there because I've got tears.
Here we go. Oh yes. Oh look at the age. Here we go. Look. Here we go. No. Jim Mack. Yes, Jim Mack. Big old age. Paul Tenney. No. Vincent Bullock. Oh, Vincent. There we go again. Stephanie. Look, we're all showing our age. Will Vegel comes in a 1. Alex.
Good one.
Emma. I understand that you're not from these shores. I think that is probably the reason why you don't really know
Go
about
on YouTube and type it in.
Oh God, that's brilliant.
You know what?
It's on my lips. I can't remember the name.
What save by the banana splits?
Yeah.
Oh God, Anana, you got to come now. You must come to Manchester United. We will love you. We will sing your name.
The songs alone will be Old Trafford will be rocking on Champions League night. I'm telling you.
Oh God, Mr. Big T saying, was it the magic roundabout?
Big T.
Man United are on the magic roundabout because they believe everything they print out and say is the truth. You know what I mean? That's what United are on, the magic roundabout.
Oh, well, we've been round the bend today, smoking our peace pipes. We're in a good mood. It's a long day, and I know Andy's got a long shift today because he's on. Go and check out Man United Realist later on tonight. He's on with them boys, and we're all one big community. So big up, guys. Do you want to name the show before we end up? Because I can't remember the name.
I'm on the Mick Ruby show, Man United Realist tonight. There's a former guy from another channel. Very big channel who is, let's say, who was crossed the divide. He's an Irishman, and I'm looking forward to talking to him tonight, 10 o'clock.
And finally, what's the name of the show with na 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 when they're riding bikes again in the 70s? Oh,
na 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 na. One banana, two banana, two banana, four.
What's it called? The Backstreet
Banana Splits.
Oh, was it Banana Splits? Oh,
Banana
God.
Splits. It was Banana Splits. It was.
I'll message you guys. I'm sure it's not that.
It was Westlife. It was Westlife.
Banana Splits.
Is it Banana Splits? All right.
It's Banana Splits. Yeah, you've been done.
Before we go, big up to Alex. He's saying from Florida. Big up Alex in Florida. I'm sure. Oh, he's saying he watched Banana Splits. Yeah, so you're right. Sorry, my bad. You're right. You're right.
There we go. There we go.
Jurrien is saying here, really fear we're going to miss out on so many targets. Yeah, big up, guys.
Listen,
positive vibes, though. No doubt about it.
Listen. I went on a little rant earlier on. Apologies.
You certainly did.
We will make transfers. We will make signings. I'm positive that they're not going to let him down. Will they be the signings that we want? Who knows? Are they going to be? I don't want them to be the third choice, because once you start looking the third choice, we know what the first choice defender was. We now want our second. If he gets the second choice defender, it's fine. Martinez was our second choice defender.
Was he really though? Was he really?
Well, we wanted Timber, didn't
we?
Yeah, I'm really starting to think. I'm starting to think that we said Timber, and then that didn't go through. But really, it was a ploy to get Martinez. Because in no way, if you're Ten Hag, you work with both players, you would know Martinez would come in and fit like a duck to water. I mean, he was fantastic last season. So I think Timber was a ploy just to sneak in and by talking to him and say, right, we really want Martinez, but let's keep talking about Timber. Because Arsenal going in for Timber now, apparently. They like him. But anyway, enough's enough. Yeah. Shopping Solution says, don't think Martinez was second choice. Yeah, I agree. I think we tried to a little hustle there, which we should be doing this season. Well, you never know. Maybe there's deals going on we don't even know about, and they're playing it smart this time. But Andy, thank you. Mr. B, thank you. It's been a great show. It's going to be one of the longest days of the year today. So, guys, enjoy yourselves, whatever you're doing. And don't forget to tune into the Man United.
Smoke the pipes of peace, as Paul McCartney says tonight.
Na.